Am I overreacting by his response after a first date? I 31F met a guy 38M a couple of days ago on old and we had a first date yesterday. Before we met, he was super talkative all the time, which I found overwhelming. He wanted to game together, watch movies down Discord, etc. We originally planned to meet on Thursday, but we pushed our date earlier to yesterday. We went for a walk, and then we sat chatting for 15 hours. I found him attractive, easy and fun to talk with, and left the date with the feeling of wanting to get to know him more. We agreed at the end of the date to see each other again on Thursday, and he gave me a hug. So I thought it was a good ending to the date. Well, I messaged him later on saying I am looking forward to Thursday and I had fun. He responded, "That's great. Me too. But I will be honest with you. I didn't feel anything during our walk today." That response has left me deflated. I understand it takes more than a first date to know somebody, but was there really any need to say that? I said I will have to think about Thursday and I will let him know by Tuesday. My friends are all telling me to not meet him after his response, but I don't know. I feel confused, and part of me is wondering if I am overreacting to his response. Thoughts? He wasn't attracted to you. And no, you shouldn't meet him on Thursday. I think he is actually hoping you cancel after he said that to you. He was probably put on the spot about Thursday, agreed, and changed his mind. Why are you thinking about Thursday? Just politely say, "Thanks for being honest," and wish him well. Don't invest time in someone who is ambivalent to you. Yep, I agree. I hate being asked face to face whether I want to see them again at the end of the date. Even if I'm interested, I like to sit on my feelings, and asking face to face really feels pressured to me, so I usually say I always sleep on it when this happens. Anyway, I agree with perfect jacket. Here, don't spend time on people who aren't curious to get to know you better. It's really frustrating to be on the receiving end of such whiplash yes, no, so quickly. I see you. I would not meet him on Thursday. Girl, keep it moving. This is what dating is. Then you can make room for someone who will feel things on a walk with you. My last girlfriend. I didn't feel anything romantic until after our third date, but I didn't tell her that. Lamau, I don't know if I'd want to meet up again if someone said that to me. Me too, with my fiance, but I didn't tell him that. I enjoyed our first date enough that I was open to seeing him again and seeing if a second date would introduce some more romantical feelings, and it did. But again, this was my own internal thought process. I didn't tell him after the first date that I was lukewarm because I am saying that means one isn't interested in getting together again. I mean, obviously do not go near him again lol. I had a date with a dude that was fine. He ended it saying he definitely wanted to hang out again and told me to let him know when. The next day I said I'm free these days next week for a second date if you're into that, and he goes, "That's great. I personally would love to, but I feel like our energies aren't aligned." Which was insane. BC, why would you say you'd love to hang out again when you don't lol?